Hi friends, today we are going to discuss one of the concept of mathematical economics. It is functions and ingredients of function in mathematical economics. In the previous classes, we studied uses and limitations of quantitative techniques or mathematical techniques in economic analysis. Now today we are going to discuss functions and its applications and ingredients of function in mathematical economics. Function generally mean it is a work, but in economics function it is not work. Function means it expresses relationship between dependent variable and independent variable. In economics, we come across many kinds of variable. In fact, economics is nothing but study of different variable, that is demand, income, then export, import, unemployment. These are all variables of economics. Now, relationship between these variable, independent variable and dependent variable can be better understood with the help of function. Therefore, function represent relationship between dependent variable and independent variable. Now, mere relationship does not constitute a function in economics. To have a function in economics, there should be a definite relationship between dependent variable and independent variable. It means we have a function y which is equal to f of x. Here y is a dependent variable and x is a independent variable. Definite relationship between two variable means if we know the value of independent variable x, we must be able to understand, we must be able to calculate the value of y. Therefore, if we know how to calculate, how to get the value of y on the basis of value of x, it is a definite relationship and it is a function in economics. Now, I have already told y is a function of x. Here, y is a dependent variable and x is a independent variable. In economics, we have many kinds of function and we have many ingredients of function. Now, one of the ingredient of function, it is variable. Variable, what do you mean by variable? Variable is nothing but value or attributes, it is not constant one. Value or attributes, it is changing, it is a variable. Now, we have many examples of what is variable. It is the income, demand, supply, price, then import, export, unemployment. All these are the variable. Its value, it is not constant one. Its value has been changing over the period of time. Therefore, it is a variable. Now, after knowing what is the meaning of variable, we will see what are the different types of variable. One types of variable, it is a dependent variable and independent variable. Dependent variable, name itself mention it is a depending on another values. Values of the dependent variable, it is depending on another value or another variable, it is a independent variable. I will give the small example. It is a demand theory which is given by Marshallian demand theory or law of demand. We can write the Marshall demand theory as demand is a function of price. Here demand is a dependent variable. Value of quantity demand which is directly depends on independent variable. Therefore, it's a dependent variable in demand function. On the other hand, we have independent variable price. Independent variable are those variable whose values it is not depending on any other variable. Its value independently changes over the period of time. It is a independent variable. In the previous example, price is a independent variable, then its value it is independent. Therefore, it is an independent variable. Now, it is one type of variable. Another type of variable we have, it is quantitative variable and qualitative variable. In economics, we come across many qualitative factors like sacrifice, then welfare, social welfare. All these are qualitative variable. Qualitative variable are those variable which is not possible to measure or count in number. It is a qualitative factors or qualitative variable. On the other hand, we have quantitative variable. It is very easy to understand quantitative variable. Values of the quantitative variable, we can measure the values of those variable, then it is a quantitative variable. It is a quantitative variable. There is a two variable, quantitative variable and qualitative variable. That is a difference between qualitative variable and quantitative variable. Another type of variable, it is continuous variable and discontinuous variable. Continuous variable are those variable whose values it is increasing or whose value changing infinitely over a period of time. In an infinite jump, its value has changing with fractions. I will give the examples of continuous variable. It is income, then employment, then population, number of the population. Its value of number of population, its number has been increasing infinite jump, therefore it is a continuous variable. On the other hand, we have discontinuous variable. Discontinuous variable are those variable whose values it is increases, whose value is changes, but it is not infinitely, but it is finite jump. Values of this variable changes, therefore it is a discontinuous variable. I will give examples for discontinuous variable. Discontinuous variable, example for discontinuous variable, it is a number of rooms in a house, then number of male children in a household. Then this number it is increases, but it is not in a infinite jump, therefore it is a discontinuous variable. Now, after knowing these discontinuous variable and continuous variable, we have another type of variable. It is endogenous variable and exogenous variable. Endogenous variable are those variable whose value which is determined within the system, then it is known as endogenous variable. Exogenous variable are those variable whose values it is not determined within the system, but this value which is determined outside the system, then it is known as exogenous variable. In market equilibrium, in economics we have market equilibrium. In market equilibrium, demand and supply factors, it is exogenous factors, therefore it is a exogenous variable in market equilibrium. Now these are all different types of variables. After knowing ingredients of function, we have other ingredient of function. It is constant. Constant, it is opposite of variable. Variable, its value it is changing, but constant, its value it is not changing, its value it is always remaining same. We have two types of constant in mathematical economics, that is, one is parameter and another one is it is a constant. Now parameters are those values whose value it is constant in particular situation and it is not constant in all situation. Its value has been changing in another situation. In economics, we come across many kinds of parameters. I will give the small example of consumption function given by Keynes. C is a function of income. We can write C which is equal to A plus by. Here B and A it is parameters here. B it is a marginal propensity to consume and or slope, and A it is a intercept of a function. Now today we studied what is the function, ingredients of function. Under ingredients of function we studied types of variable and it is a constant of variable. I think in next class we will discuss what are the applications of linear function and nonlinear function in economic analysis. Thank you.